What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF the Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams. Well, when we go live, people. And if you can, go ahead and donate to the channel. People's go to OBF the Cash App more show you more ways to donate to the channels down there strolling below the screen, people. All right. Listen, man. Your boy Trump, man. Listen. I mean, he ain't had to tell me. But Trump said the quiet part out loud, people. And can I say this to no shit, what the fuck? Trump didn't hurt my feelings. You know, I've been said that Trump was a damn racist. I stand on it. I don't have to defend myself how much Trump is a racist. But I try to tell people what this motherfucker really meant about black jobs. To get people to really genuinely, truly understand it. Look, man. It's not, listen, racism at this point in 2025 don't upset me, right? Only reason that it even somewhat bothered me is because it's children listening to this shit, right? And young folks that's not fully, their brains are not fully developed, regardless of what race they are. And it's the adults in the room that's allowing bigotry and racism and slander and slur and demeaning shit to say to other people. See, like, I get upset about racism in a way because you're not just not being racist to black adults or other minority groups. You're being racist towards our children. And that is the issue that I have, right? I actually feel sorry for racist people's children because of the simple fact they're being raised to be racist. And they're going to turn out to be just as bad or even worse as their own parents. Y'all got, excuse me, people, look a little rough. I'm waiting for my homie so I can get my hair cut. Get a good shave too. But that's what bothers me. Like, I'm not even mad at this racist shit, right? I'm upset in a way, or partly upset, or what bothers me about this shit is that you're saying this to children. You're teaching children this shit. Black children, white children, Hispanic children, any nationality children that lives in America. You're teaching children this shit is okay to say and push narratives in this way. You're telling black children you're only good at doing certain jobs because being black, you're not really qualified to be in management or owning a business or working in the government. And if you do get them jobs, it's a DEI hire. You really didn't earn it to be there, which DEI don't stand for that, but they changed the narrative and the definition of this shit. So that's what bothers me. I gives less fuck about these races, but I get upset about it and I talk about it and I'm pissed about it because this shit affects children. And it doesn't matter that it's black children. It's affecting white children. It's affecting all nationalities of children, and that's the issue. But let's listen. Let's listen to Donald Trump explain to us why the farmers. Well, I'm sorry. Well, he matter of fact, I'll let y'all hear it. And then we'll break it down. Because you know I'm gonna stop it soon. Because he says some of them. Listen, this shit. I let my wife hear this shit like last night or something. And I said to myself, I said, boo, like, I can't even get mad at this shit. My problem is he's so goddamn stupid. He finally just figuring this shit out. But let's get into this.
I want to play you an unbelievable moment where Donald Trump basically is showing his racism publicly. This is a clip of Donald Trump talking about undocumented workers.
Oh, shout out pushing the limits YouTube channel. I think his name Brian. I can't pronounce his last name. Sorry, my white brother, but I can't pronounce his last name. But shout out to him because listen, he's actually really kind of how I am, right? He's just a white version of me. Like, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, and we kind of just what's right and what's wrong. Like, we're not into the, like, we understand politics, but we're not into taking sides. If the Democrats do some fuck shit, we call them out. If the Republicans doing fuck shit, we call them out. And let me explain this to the Cenk Uygurs of the world. I get it. The Democrats, you're pissed they lost the election. You're upset they didn't listen to the progressive side. I get all that, blah, blah, blah. My problem is, what the fuck do you want Democrats to do? They don't have no power. So what they're going to do? They can't do shit. You look at what the Republicans are doing. All around the country. They're fucking just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. ICE running them up. ICE has never been this powerful. These motherfuckers are like little Nazis, Nazi armies and shit, just rolling around doing anything Trump tell them to do. Giving, like, this motherfucker even trying to steal police officers from states so he can have more ICE agents running a fucking illegal Nazi group. But like I said, I told y'all, it's not that Trump is smart. Trump has surrounded himself with racist smart people that at least have intelligence of how to fuck the government up. See, the government, the Constitution, the democracy already had holes in it. They just figured out how to take advantage of it for their racism. I mean, it's been racism in it, but they're pushing the limit of this shit. So it's not shocking me that this is happening. It is unbelievable to me, like people like Cenk and Anna from TYT sitting out here going on all these conservative shit and trying to explain what you trying to get with them to do what. And you mad at the Democrats. You ain't mad at the Democrats because they ain't do nothing. You mad at the Democrats because they lost. Because I guarantee y'all wouldn't be going as hard on the Democrats. These motherfuckers are going hard on the Democrats, and the Democrats ain't even got power. But they saying nothing about Trump and MAGA. But anyway, let's just move on.
And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the way they talked about slaves. Listen to his words. And again, this is on a national TV network. Donald Trump talking about undocumented workers. Listen to his words, because as I repeat myself again, this is the type of talk about how enslaved ancestors of African Americans were treated and were spoken about. It's unbelievable. Have a listen.
Listen, actually, it's not. Because, like I said, the thing about racist people, they like to throw blinders over everybody's eyes and say, he's not really saying that, or your ears is not really hearing what you hear. Trump been saying this. The only difference is he's saying some shit now that's blatant, right? He was saying on the campaign, trying to get us to go against the Mexicans of like, yeah, we got to deport these motherfuckers. They stealing y'all jobs. Black people, they still in black jobs. What? Now, a very intelligent black person that ain't a sellout or ain't no buck dancer or no fucking coon nigga running around shooting and killing each other, right? Or talking about I'm not going to vote and all this goofy shit that niggas do, some black people do. The rest of us like, hold on, nigga. I'm looking on TV. I see black people working at news anchors. I see black people making millions of dollars doing other things. I see black business owners in my community. I see black college graduates, black college kids. I see black people being president, vice president, running for president, governors, mayors. What's a black job? I wasn't confused, but I knew what he was saying. He was saying the Mexicans are doing black jobs that work in the field or minimum wage jobs. That where black people been complaining about minimum wage at some of these carry out places, like if you work at a restaurant or McDonald's or whatever, right? So black people thought it was that. Some black people thought it was that. I knew what he was talking about. He was talking about the Mexicans that work in the field, that pick the fruits and the vegetables. That don't get paid shit. They get lowball because they eat illegal immigrants. So they don't even pay them minimum wage. They pay them half of a minimum wage. Okay? They're not paying these people anything. But they was the black jobs that Trump was talking about. But just let's listen to what Trump. And then he tried, no. Let's listen.
Back to their country with a pass back in legally, and we're doing things that are very difficult to do and very complex, but it works really well. We're sending them back, and then they're schooling, they're learning, they're coming in legally. We have a lot of that going on, but we're taking care of our farmers.
First of all, time out. He said we're deporting them, we're bringing them back, training them to do what? Something that they was already doing? How are you training them to do something that they was already doing? You can't make this shit up. He listen, the dude is gone. Listen, I told you Trump is the stupid. Listen, Trump is the stupid. Listen, we had some racist, bigoted ass presidents. Okay? We thought George Bush was stupid. No, nigga. George Bush don't have shit on Trump. Trump is the most stupidest president that we have ever had in history. Not the 21st century, history. Even the racist presidents that we know of was smarter than this dude. This is the dumbest president we have ever had in history. He's dumb. Tell me how this make any sense to y'all. The people that he's deporting that work on these farms, okay? He's deporting them. And we're working some things out where we're bringing them back. But we're training them to do the same job that they already know how to do. How are you training them to do the same fucking job they already know how to do? Oh, he's slow. Oh, he's slow. Trump is mentally retarded, people. Listen, you can't make this shit up. He's slow, people. Shout out to my brother Shine in the building. What up, Shine? I've been good, bro. Hope you're doing good, bro. But yeah, man. This motherfucker's slow, man. He is slow. God damn. You can't listen. You can't make this type of stupid shit up. Like, if I just said this, you'd have been like, man, that shit don't make no sense. But then you hear this motherfucker say this, and you like, what? How that make? Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. It gets worse. Let's go back a little bit. It gets worse.
They're schooling, they're learning, they're coming in legally. We have a lot of that going on, but we're taking care of our farmers. We can't let our farmers not have anybody, these people, you can't replace them very easily. People that live in the inner city are not doing that work. They're just not doing that work. And they've tried.
Trump. He said, these people, you can't replace these people. We tried to, listen, this is what this stupid racist thought, right? Because he's a stupid racist, right? He thought we're going to get rid of all the illegal, his whole administration. Somehow his whole administration didn't understand this. Because I don't just blame Trump. I blame the people around him that they thought, for whatever fucking racist reason, stupid racist reason, they thought, we're going to get rid of all the illegal immigrants, the Mexicans, right? We're going to get rid of all of them. And black people from the inner city is going to take their black asses to work in the field. Because they ain't going to have no choice. How we ain't gonna have no choice? And then they thought, oh, especially if we pass a bill and we cut Social Security, we cut Medicare, we cut food stamps, all that shit. They really thought that black people would give a fuck, that we will go work in the fields. People, they didn't come talk to black folks, ask black folks, hey, if we get rid of the illegal immigrants, the field work that they do, picking the oranges and the vegetables and fruits and shit. And let's say we raise the minimum wage a little bit from what they pay. Would y'all consider to go vote there? They didn't do none of that shit. They listen to buck dancing coons and racists to tell them, yeah, black people go work at those jobs because we poor, we stupid, and we don't know nothing. So we just go along with the bullshit. Oh, and you know what? Trump got more black votes than any other Republican president in history. So he knows the blacks. Okay. Stupid racist people. Black people don't even want you see the dope boys that be out there, you think they enjoy it. The dope boys don't want to sell dope. They wish they can go work 9 to 5s that pay good money where they can go work and take care of their family. Nobody wants to be out there selling dope, risking their life, going to jail. And some weird reason, you think that black people from the inner city that don't want to sell dope or drugs, they don't want to do none of that shit. A lot of them. You thought that we would go work in the fields for nothing? People, let me just explain something to y'all. It's harder to go work in the fields than to work in warehouse jobs that a lot of us work. Imagine that. We already got bullshit ass jobs where they don't be paying us shit. Working in the field for $10 an hour. I seen the signs, I seen the emails that they were sending out to people to go work in fields. Black folks, inner city. people. No benefits, nothing. Listen, people, they weren't even getting your benefits. They ain't had no 401k, none of that shit. At least at the bullshit jobs that we do work, a lot of them, we actually we can get 401ks. We can get some type of health care. These motherfuckers ain't even want to pay us health care. To go pick fruit and vegetables in the field. All right, people, listen. I told you they think we slow. Like I said, they think they know black people because they got coon black people that are trying to tell them about black people. But like I keep telling y'all, the same coon ass black people that try to pretend that they know us and be somehow speaking on the behalf of us to racist white people. Do you understand that them racist white people don't understand what the fuck they talking about? They have no clue how black people think and how we move and how we really genuinely feel. They don't. They don't. They don't. But like I said, it gets worse. Let's go back.
You can't replace them very easily. You know, people that live in the inner city are not doing that work. They're just not doing that work. And they've tried, we've tried, everybody tried. They don't do it. These people do it naturally. I said, what happens if they get it to a farmer the other?
And first of all, he's just lying. First of all, black people do work on farms. You just don't hear about it. Like I told you, it's just even in our media, they have this perception of black people that we don't do farming. Like we are not in the fields. Like, yo, black people work in the fields. But I told y'all, a lot of if you see black farmers, black people work there. We know how to farm. We know how to grow shit. Listen, people, it's not that crazy of a special skill that we don't know how to do. Black people know how to do every motherfucking thing. Okay? Like, he's acting like nobody can do what they do. No. What he really saying is nobody will come over here and work for nothing. And that's what they will do. Listen, I told y'all. And it's not no disrespect to Mexicans. Listen, I used to roof. Right? I used to do roofing. And I used to work for this white Jewish dude. And the whole crew was black. Maybe it was like my 2 or 3 white dudes, but they grew up around black people. Right? Probably 4, right? The most, right? But it was a black crew. I used to work my uncle in them, right? God rest my uncle Pete soul, right? He died he died from cancer. He had cancer, but he wound up in the houses. He was smoking, and he fucking blew the oxygen tank, and the oxygen tank blew the fucking house up, and he wound up getting blown up in the house. It was all in the news, people in Baltimore City, right? So God rest my uncle's soul, man. I miss him every day, man. That my favorite uncle too, right? But I don't like talking about that shit because that shit like break my heart. Shit, he didn't even let nobody know he had cancer. Shit, like that's what type of dude he was. But anyway, because we did when try to help him and shit. You know what I mean? You know, be there for him and shit. But he was just one of those guys. But we used to do our roofing shit. And I remember we did this because we used to do a lot of like suburban areas and shit. I mean, we did some roofs in the city, but we did a lot of suburban shit. And I remember a white lady telling me, she said, we had to come out there and redo her roof because no disrespect to Mexicans. Mexicans, they work fast, but they half-ass do shit. That's exactly what this lady told us. White lady. It took us 2 days to do the job. It took them a day to do the job. Don't take no fucking day. And how big that lady Ruth is. And one thing about, you know, our boss at the time, and we had foremen, black foremen and shit. We knew, like, we gonna make sure we go around, make sure we don't see no holes. We gonna make sure, we gonna give you the words. You gonna pay for what you gonna pay for what what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna be worth the pay, right? Because we gonna do everything, and we did that. White lady, she ain't give a damn, nigga. My uncles and all them, they used to smoke weed and shit. I couldn't smoke weed on the job, but like just because I couldn't, I had to stay. You know, I get weed, I smoke weed. I don't even want to do shit. But my uncles in there was smoking weed and shit, and she looked up and she said, my uncles in them started apologizing. She said, no, y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. Y'all doing a great job. Because mind you, we didn't just go in it. We just didn't do one in the outside. We was in the inside to make sure we looked at addicts, all that shit. We took care, make sure it ain't no little shit, right? Like we did the works. And I swear to you, when I did roofing and shit, I had my roofing business. I had that same lady. That same lady knew that I worked for who I worked for, and I had my own business. She used to put good. It's like she used to spread my shit out to all her friends and shit. She was like, they do great work. The motherfucking Mexicans, they half-ass do jobs, people. They work fast. Yeah, they get shit done fast. But they will not, like, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them Mexicans, they don't do a great job at a lot of that shit. Okay? That's all I'll be trying to get people to really genuinely understand. All right? But no knock to the Mexicans. Some Mexicans do great jobs and they move pretty fast. They do their thing. But it's not like the Mexicans do a better job than us. It's not that. It's that they're willing to take bullshit that we won't take, and we know in bigotry and racism, they will take it and they will work for less. That is what that is. That has nothing to do with work ethic. It doesn't. Black people work is just as hard. If you paying black people like you supposed to pay black people, we'll work our ass off. But we're not going to be working for bullshit. We know our worth. We from a generation of where our people was like, we generations way past, but we know what our ancestors been through, a lot of us, and we're not working for that. We're not going to get treated a certain way at bullshit jobs. And we've already put up with bullshit at jobs. Okay? So, come on, man. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, brother Bell? So, this whole notion that Mexicans work harder or they're better workers than us is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like the Africans. They come over here talking about, oh, well, black people, we ungrateful and we lazy. No, motherfucker, we been here. We know what we worth. They come from bullshit. Right? Like we're talking about modern day. They come from some shit that we was dealing with probably 25, 30 years ago. Back from civil rights era. From their own people. And these motherfuckers be having a nerve to come over here. We don't work hard. We're ungrateful. Yeah, okay. That's why you motherfuckers come over here and work for nothing. And the only reason y'all get to own shit is because of the civil rights era. And y'all get more business and more funding and shit for opening up business than we can. And then you wonder why we mad. We mad at you. We mad at the system. You know, praise black people. Like, what you always, like, I don't even understand why minorities do that shit. Like, you wouldn't even be over here to do none of this shit that you even doing if it wasn't for us. And you get mad, oh, black people black Americans complain too much. Because, motherfucker, we know what we're seeing is wrong. It's not our fault that you motherfuckers come from third world countries where your people look like you that oppress you. We're dealing with some whole other shit here. We're still dealing with the oppressors. And they don't look like us. You ignorant bastards. But anyway, all that shit, it disgusts me. Like the racist white people don't even make me this upset. It's the motherfucking minorities and some of these African motherfuckers from different continents that come over here talking shit. Like you motherfuckers are ungrateful. You matter of fact, you the ungrateful motherfuckers. God damn. We not kissing massa ass like y'all do. You motherfuckers are terrified of racist white people in this country. We're not. We're not even our ancestors. We built different. Fuck wrong with you. But anyway, let's move on, people. I'm sorry.
Doing that work. And they've tried, we've tried, everybody tried. They don't do it. These people do it naturally. Naturally. I said, what happens if they get it to a farmer the other day? What happens if they get a bad back? He said, they don't get a bad back, sir, because if they get a bad back, they die. I said, that's interesting.
What? Nah. Y'all got to hear that again. Y'all got to hear that again.
Bad back, sir, because if they get a bad back. I said, what happens if they get it to a farmer the other day? What happens if they get a bad back? He said, they don't get a bad back, sir, because if they get a bad back, they die. I said, that's it.
He said a farmer told him, a farm owner told him, he asked the farm owner, what if they get a bad back? And he says that you never could believe this shit, but he says the farm owner told him they don't get bad backs because if they get bad backs, they die. Listen, people, you know, or it has happened to you, or you know somebody that hurt their back, that got a bad back. People, they ain't die. I broke my back in places. When I fell the roof over 15 something years ago, probably longer than that, but I say about 15, right? I ain't die. Could have died, could have hit my head and some shit, fucked me up real bad, but I fucked my back up. But you're talking about somebody, if they just hurt their back. He's saying, motherfucker hurt their back, they die. A farm owner told him that. Oh, he's slow. Hey, man. Hey, Megan. Listen, I know y'all racist and shit. I get that, but yo, that don't sound stupid to y'all. That don't sound stupid to y'all in any way at all. That's not like one of the most dumbest shit that you have ever heard in y'all. Y'all serious, MAGA? And this is y'all dear leader. God sent him to be y'all leader. Okay. Y'all leader is stupid. And you stupid if you follow and listen to him and think what he's saying makes sense. When I heard this shit, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was drinking water. I was laying in the bed. I was drinking water. And when he said this shit, I spit all my motherfucking water out. I had to get some paper towels and shit, wipe the shit off my wall, bro. I spit all the water out, bro. Craziness. Just craziness. But this y'all dear leader and shit. But the whole point is, Trump didn't think, you and your administration didn't think this out, that somehow did y'all just assume that you thought black people was going to go work a lot of the jobs that Mexican works in the field? Y'all just thought that? Listen, people, I have never been so ashamed of living in America in my whole entire life. And people, I have heard some dumb shit. I done heard some racist shit. I done seen some dumb shit. Okay? But this shit is embarrassing. We have a stupid motherfucker in control of our nuclear warheads. He assumed that black people was going to go work these jobs after he kicked all the Mexicans out. He ain't talk to black people. He ain't have a conversation, no town meeting to go around the country. He did none of that. He sent his he sent his bigoted coon Negroes out there for somehow to get stupid niggas to believe in racism and bigotry and say it's okay. Trump care about us. It's the Democrats that don't care about us. First of all, people, let me say this. I'm going to tell you what's more offensive. You remember when Biden said what he said? He said on the Breakfast Club, he has said, yeah, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Remember that? And black people got up in arms. They was highly upset at Joe Biden. Listen, people. I don't think Joe Biden totally was wrong. I don't think Joe Biden was totally not telling the truth how he felt. Right? But it was offensive. But partly he was right. Because you got this racist piece of shit out here saying, we're assuming we kick all the Mexicans out and y'all come vote for us. Because see, if y'all vote for us, we can get the Mexicans out there and then we can put your people, then y'all people can go work their jobs. And because because they think black people stupid and we're uneducated and we're not good of doing anything else but labor. Right? Because anytime he talks about any black person that's a politician that is very educated, way more than him, they're probably more qualified to be president than Trump is, right? He tells everybody, all black people, they're dumb, they're stupid. They have low IQs. Black folks. That's highly educated, that went to college, some shit he ain't never do. These are probably one of the most highly educated people in the world. But they don't know nothing. They dumb. They have low IQs. Right? So when he says to us, hey, black folks, they're stealing your jobs. What job are you talking about? When they tell y'all that DEI is a problem, They're talking about black people. He said they're putting black people in positions that's unqualified to do these jobs. They're not labor jobs. These are where you have to use your brain. We don't have the IQ for that. That's what that means. So when he says these are the black jobs, they're still in black jobs. Black people, some of us goofy asses sitting out here, well, maybe he's just talking about, no. First of all, you're supposed to be more offended of that shit than Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Which he has, now looking back at it, Joe actually had a point. I know a lot of black people got upset because you questioning black people, blackness? I mean, we can kind of say that now. I can question your commitment to blackness of your people. Yes, I can. I don't give a fuck if you black. Candace Owens, I question that. I ain't got to question it. I know you're against you anti-black. Am I saying you ain't black? I can genuinely look at you and know that you're black. But you, when you look yourself in the mirror or whatever the fuck going on with your coon ass, that go for all you coon niggas. You look yourself in the mirror, somehow you hate your black skin. So is Joe Biden, was he really wrong for saying what he was saying? Because some of you niggas are not as upset or pissed off that Donald Trump said this. You should be in an uproar. This man basically said you're not more qualified only other than to work field labor. He assumed our black children, our young black folks or black folks is only good to work labor. Because he already said if we was DEI hires, we was unqualified. These motherfuckers are trying to get rid of affirmative action. He's friends with racists like Charlie Kirk that said, if I see a black person in the cockpit, I wonder if they got that job because of DEI. Because I don't think they qualify. He's cool with people like that. He has dinners. He sits down. He talks with those people. Those same people are in his administration that's around him. But y'all not upset about this. A lot of you black folks. This is okay. Even to you coons, this is okay to y'all. But Joe Biden, he a bigot, he a racist. Y'all got so upset about that. Even some of you black liberals, you were so upset at that, but I don't see y'all that upset about this, though. That's all I'm saying. So, even to the maggots, try to pretend they ain't racist. Let me explain something to you very clearly. When I call you bitches racist, that's what I mean. Because this should offend you, but it doesn't, though. You make excuses. He didn't really mean it. You make all excuses in the world. But we call y'all racist, and we explain why y'all racist. You got your panties in the bunch. You highly offended of being called a racist, but you side with racist shit that offends black people. Okay, cool. Like I said, fuck all you racist ass Trump supporters. You can kiss my ass. I give a less fuck about you. I wish you would come and tell me we trying to make America great again. I'll tell you you ain't nothing but a fucking racist to your face. Call me a nigga and I'll tell you you're a racist. I want you to. And if you get in my face, I'm going to smack the shit out you. Because now you're in my space. You can say that shit from a distance. And I'll call you what you are, a fucking bunch of racists. But if you get in my space and call me a nigga, I'm going to smack you. I'm going to smack the shit out you like the bitch, the bitches that you are. Because you ain't nothing but hoes. Your dumbass is getting mad. You mad be called racist, but you side with a racist, but you mad at the rest of us. Okay, cool. If you ain't gay, what you mad at gay people for? I mean, my honest opinion, I ain't mad at gay people. Fuck, I'm mad at gay people for. Do your thing. I ain't gay. It don't affect me. It don't affect my kid either. And my kid want to grow up, get them, go up to be gay. I don't give a fuck. Still gonna love them. What's gonna change for me? Nothing. Still gonna be there for my kid. You think I'm a side with your bigoted ass because my kid gay, so I'm gonna let you disrespect my kid because my kid gay? Like, just think about the narratives of how these people think. Just think about how they think. They okay with people going out to kill their kids if their kids are gay. Give me 1 second, people. Be right back. All right, people, I'm back. That's why I said I can't actually be mad at racist people like that because I know they stupid. I know racist people are stupid. You got to be stupid to think that what you think. Like, seriously, because your ideology don't make no sense. You mad at some shit that don't even affect you. And then you try to bring God into this. No, don't do that. How is being around black people affect your life? It doesn't. Being around gay people or Mexicans or other minorities, how that affect your white life? It doesn't. It actually benefits your life more. You're just a damn racist. That's just is what it is. None of your shit makes any sense. Let's move on, people. The hell? Oh shit! How the hell did I turn down like that?
No. Okay. So the racist.
Oh shit! Hold on. All right, damn it.
Left channel, right channel.
Let's go back, people. My bad.
You know, these are very, you know, in many ways, they're very, very special people. Okay, go ahead.
No. Okay. So the racist part out loud. He said, first of all, they're not doing this kind of work in the inner cities. That's absolutely false. Some are.
Yeah.
He said they don't get a bad back because if they get a bad back, they die.
That's the dumbest shit.
This is how they talked about slaves back in the day. And Donald Trump is speaking this kind of language.
Actually, they used to actually used to say shit even worse than that. Right? Actually, this is almost PC of the shit they used to say about black people. Believe it or not. But this is the same type of language. I get what he's saying. It's similar. But it actually used to be worse than that. Like I said, listen, anytime a motherfucker, you hear any white person talking about DEI in a bad way, you already know they racist. Because we don't even benefit off of DEI more than other minority groups and white women. The problem is white men has been mediocre for as long as slaves came to this country. They always been mediocre. They didn't know how to build shit. They didn't know people. They did not know how to even farm, like to grow crops. They didn't know how to hunt. Listen, a lot of these white people that came over here and stole this country from the Native Americans and some black people that was already here. Okay? Listen, and the Mexicans. Listen, people, they was mediocre. If you go look at the history, they was mediocre motherfuckers. They was already people that didn't have skills like you think they did. Listen, a lot of them was being oppressed from their own people because they was mediocre. So when they came over here with their mediocre asses, all they did was do what their own people did to them that they did to the rest of us that was already here, or a lot of our ancestors that came on the slave ships. That's all they did. They've been mediocre. So now we in 2025, and these motherfuckers are still out here talking about we're mediocre. When we built the fucking country, when we came up with a lot of the creations that they stole, the electricity, the telephone, the light bulb, all that shit, certain foods, culture, music, everything. They didn't come up with nothing. They stole everything. I can't make this up because I hate white people. No. I'm not, listen, there's some good white folks here, and I ain't saying all of them mediocre, but all the racist motherfuckers are mediocre. They all are. They don't work hard as black people. They didn't create shit. Even you racist ass farmers, you acting like white racist farmers. You acting like black people don't have black farms. We had a whole town, people, whole community. These motherfuckers got so upset that black people, we didn't need them. Oh, we traded with them, you know, did all the shit, built our own shit, our own infrastructure. They got so upset at us that we was progressing on our own that they burnt our shit down. The government did that. They was dropping bombs on our people. Killed thousands of us. Thousands of us in our own town. They burnt our crops. They burnt our town. They burnt that bitch to the ground because they was so offended that black people, because in their stupid racist mind, they thought we needed them. And then when black people went off on their own, this is Tulsa, Oklahoma. When we went off on our own and did our own shit, it was like, these motherfuckers. And mind you, every time black people would come from different, say, the one thing they don't tell you about that, black people was coming from all over, around the country, to come to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Coming with different skills that they learned, that they came up with, inventions and shit like that, that was happening. And they brung that shit, they was coming over to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And these motherfuckers watched that shit and they hated that. Because they can't progress without black folks. And we in 2025 is proving the point again of what Trump just said. You get rid of the minority groups, the Mexicans, you thought black people was going to come help save you. Because we hate the Mexicans. Okay, well, we don't. We ain't got no issue with the Mexicans like that. You do. That's not our issue. We ain't got no problem with the Mexicans doing no job. We don't have a mother. We ain't doing them. And you assume that black people gonna ride with you for what? You already mistreat black people in the country. So you want us to get on your side. And some of you Negroes did it. Right? to get on your side with oppressing another whole minority group. And you wanted us to be a part of that. That's number one. No. We're not a part of that. We're not going to be a part of that. Black people ain't even built like that. As a whole, we're not built like that. But you already mistreating us. But then you say, oh, we're going to give you the crumbs, the even more crumbs that the Mexicans and try to play mind games with us. That they stealing y'all jobs from y'all. They stealing y'all shit. Nigga, we got the internet. They ain't getting paid shit. Working in the field, they ain't even got benefits. Listen, we got legal status in the fucking country, and you still blackball us. Like, you still mistreat us financially or making money at these other jobs. That's bullshit. And you want us to go work for y'all doing those jobs? Listen, you can have Tim Scott all you want, continue to keep running out here talking about America is not a racist country. Listen, the majority of black people, we don't believe that shit. First of all, it's the most stupidest shit we have ever heard. Now, might be some cool niggas, certain black people that fall for that bullshit, but no. I don't give a fuck how many white friends I got. I would never say that racism doesn't exist in this country. That's the most stupidest shit. Okay, man. People, like I said, they hate black people progress. Okay? So they got to demean us. They got to disrespect us. They got to say we have low IQs, we lazy, we're gangbangers, we're thugs, and all that other shit. But the majority of black people are not gangbanging. Okay? There's a lot of as black people, have more pride in yourself and stop listening to these racists that tell you that that's all you good for. See, this is generation of mind torture for black folks. Listen, people, they have stripped us from everything. They have stripped us from our souls. And they're still trying to do it. And the crazy part about it, we in 2025 with all the technology in the world, and they still trying to mind fuck black folks of being stupid, being ignorant. Don't believe your eyes. Don't believe what you hear. He didn't say that. You didn't hear that. You didn't see that racism. Come on, man. Come on, black folks. Don't be stupid, man. This man blatantly telling you that they didn't think this out. They all really assume, because they're a bunch of stupid racists, that they thought that we was going to side with them, and they got a few black coons, and he got more black votes than any other racist ass Republican. That somehow, some way, they thought in their mind that let's get rid of all the Mexicans. The black community is with this shit. And we was going to go work their jobs. Because they ain't our jobs. And then the crazy part about it, then, like I said, it ain't even fully true that black people don't work those type of jobs. But he tried to specifically put as black people, these are black jobs. This is the only thing we could do. That's the most racist shit and insulting shit ever. And black people ain't got a problem with it. Some black people ain't got a problem with that. Man, fuck Donald Trump and all his supporters. And fuck anybody ride with him. Let's move on.
out there in the open on a national network, and it's sickening. It's why I've always said that Donald Trump is a blatant racist. We can go back to when Donald Trump was quoted in Playboy magazine as saying, "I don't want black people counting my money in my casinos. I want Jews counting my money." This is the guy who was sued. And
mind you, this was in the, this was in the 90s. But let me explain something to y'all again too. Like, even because he's gonna bring up the whole shit with Trump and his daddy, how they got sued for discriminating against black people because he didn't want black people living in this building. Information back in the day. That's why a lot of those rappers that you see that's stupid now that side with Trump, right? They didn't have this information back then. Right? Shit, I didn't even. I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 80s, but I grew up in the 90s. A lot of this shit that Trump done that was racist, I think the house and shit was in the 80s. But I was a fucking child. I was a kid. I wasn't even 10 years old when a lot of this shit happened. Right? So, of course, I didn't know about it. And we didn't have the technology and the information that we have now back then. The 90s. A lot of people didn't know this about Trump. A lot of them rappers, they didn't. Just like I said, a lot of that shit about Hulk Hogan, we didn't know about. That's why you hear stupid black folks, some of them, sitting out here talking about, oh, well, he was a part of my childhood. Means nothing, nigga. Jim Brown was more a part of a hero of mine. And fuck Jim Brown. You can't say you sticking up for black people for all this time and then sell out to a racist in a new 21st century? The fuck wrong with you? And he been around way too long to be doing that goofy shit at the time. So fuck Jim Brown. I'm not giving Hulk. If I say fuck Jim Brown, why the fuck would I give Hulk Hogan a pass? Because he white? Fuck out of here. Jim Brown actually sacrificed his whole fucking football career because he could have broke a whole bunch of fucking records, been the greatest running back of all time. But he sacrificed that shit to be on some black empowerment shit. And the NFL had a problem with that shit. He did some shit before Colin Kaepernick did it. And this nigga turned out to be a fucking coon at the end of his life. Fuck him. He didn't apologize or nothing. It's like all he did was go sit with Trump. Okay. If that's what y'all think that is, okay, cool. Fine. But I still say fuck Jim Brown. It's bigger than that, but I go off y'all dumbass narrative. Fuck Jim Brown and fuck Hulk Hogan. They one of the same to me. That's how I look at it. You motherfucker. Some of you black folks, you don't get it. Because sometimes this technology shit and money fucks niggas' mind up. And we live in an era where a lot of you motherfuckers think all money is good money. See, at least when niggas was selling dope back in the day, that's all we kind of really had in a way. Yeah, we did some fuck shit. Yeah, it was fucked up. But a lot of us ain't fully know any better. But we teaching our youth right now that it's okay that all money is good money. Long as you ain't selling dope. No. If you sell out to the racist ass white people, you ain't no different than a dope dealer that sell poison to their community. How the fuck you better? But you ain't killing nobody. No, listen. First of all, actually, believe it or not, you using policies. You signing with policies that put your people, black people, life in danger. That gets them killed by the police. Dumbasses. And you supposed to know better. So all money ain't good. All money ain't good money. Some of you stupid ass black folks. Just dumb. And then you wonder why the racist white people don't respect you. They'll still call you a nigga real quick. If they real bold enough to do it. You dumbasses. And then you sit around white people. Well, they grew up with me. They can call me a nigga. Okay, cool. That's that slave mentality bullshit. No white person can call me no nigga. We gonna have a problem. I don't give a fuck you grew up with me or not. No minority group. You ain't black, American. Don't call me that. And that goes for you Africans. But fuck. I learned that shit. Listen, shout out to some of the Jamaicans and shit. I learned that in Jamaica. They don't allow black Americans to call them niggas, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? I don't even want no Africans calling me niggas. Calling me a nigga. Fuck out of here. Let's move on.
Lost thousands of civil lawsuits with his properties in New York because he didn't want black people living on his properties. How many things does this man have to say for you finally to understand what a bigot he is? He obviously is misogynist. I don't have to give you all the examples of that. You should certainly
listen, people. I have gave up, and shout out to Ben. Brian. I have gave up on that. As a black person, I don't feel like it's my responsibility to try to enlighten racist Trump supporters or racist people, period. That's not my job. I don't have to educate you on nothing. That goes for all white folks. I don't have to educate you on nothing. It's your responsibility. It ain't mine. Because I already know. And when I be talking about this shit, I'm not talking to white folks. Good or bad. Or other minorities. I'm not talking to, I don't, listen, that's not my purpose. I'm here to protect my people. They number one. My people come first. And listen, it's a stipulation on that shit. Because I don't give a fuck about coons. I'm not here to try to bring you back home. You stay over there. You want to sell your people out? You think you better than your own people? You stay your ass over there. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not here to give a fuck about people that don't give a fuck about me and my people. Sorry. And even if you do, it's still not my responsibility. I never move around like my people more superior. But it's time to protect and serve for my own before I give a fuck about anybody else. Like, honestly. Like, I am like emotionally done of trying to be on this kumbaya, everybody, we all one bullshit. I'm done with that shit. Like I said, this last election proved to me that we're all not on the same page. It ain't enough of y'all. Put it that way. It's not enough of y'all of different minority groups and white folks. It's not enough of y'all that I feel that we're all on the same page. And like I said, I'd rather work on my people to try to help them figure this shit out, to come more together, than to be sitting out here on this kumbaya shit. Because that hasn't worked for black folks. And then soon black people, we get on this type of shit, we on, Look what some of y'all people do. Y'all start disrespecting black folks. So, like I said, what do you want from us? Let's move on. It's almost over.
We know by now, but he's blatantly a racist. And when you look at his immigration policy and you look at what he's doing to brown people in this country, it goes to show you it's not make America great again. It's make America white again. Well, Tigers is a great.
Yeah, like, and that's all it is. That's what the whole Republican Party is about right now. Like, you can't even get upset about that. Like, I'm not mad about that shit. I've been knew that. I've been saying that. Just is what it is, man. Let me see if I got this tape right here. So if I got this tape, let me. Which one is it? All right, I got this one tape. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta find this tape real quick. All right, people, I'm back. Now, I think this is the clip. Let me see. I think this is the clip. I think this is the one. I swore this was the one. It looked a different. Let me see something. I think it. Hold on. I think it's this one. Oh yeah, I think it's this one. It's this one. Give me a second. I think it's this one. All right. Now I want y'all to hear this. And see, this is why I would never say, right, that racism doesn't exist. And this is why I tell all the right wingers of this so-called religious and all that bullshit. Because like I said, none of y'all ideology ever makes sense. Because when the real world hits, all that religious bullshit don't mean nothing. And I'm saying that, and not to disrespect people that want to believe in religion and believe. That's not why I'm mad. I mean, I'm partly saying it, but I'm partly not trying to disrespect it. Because everybody's supposed to believe in something. I'm not mad about that. But my thing is, don't come crying. Because like I said, all I should hear from Republican victims, from anything, especially a national disaster, all we supposed to hear is God gonna help us. God is gonna help us. God is gonna take care of us. It shouldn't be, and y'all think you don't want government to help you, right? Because this is what you voted for, less government. You was okay with them getting rid of FEMA. So what you mean you need help? Now you see the corrupt motherfuckers, even in your state, is not even helping y'all. But let's listen to this.
Let's go straight into the situation.
My bad. This is the blatant stupidity of racism. This is the blatant example of the stupidity of racists. You voted for what you voted for, and now you complaining about it. Ain't that what you told Democrats? Black voters? What you complaining about? The Democrats is only giving you what they're giving you because you vote for. So what's the difference? And you know what? You was actually right. So that's why I stopped being a Democrat. And I don't vote for every fucking Democrat. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for Joe. But let's listen to this.
Let's go straight into the situation that's going on in Texas. We know about Democrats that are leaving the state, but I want to show you guys what's going on in the state with the people there and what they've been trying to tell their leaders.
Our warning was screaming down the road. That was our warning.
Our confidence has been shaken by the lack of coordination, chain of command glitches, and time taken to issue a code red, as well as the lack of the warning system and on that was discussed earlier. And what comes to my mind is a word that hasn't been brought up yet, and that is complacency.
The only thing more powerful than the flood has been the outpouring of volunteers and community members who have taken it upon themselves to help us recover. Assistance and prompt guidance from our local government regarding our rebuilding efforts have been non-existent.
Mind you, it was the same motherfuckers too that y'all wanted to kick out. You hate Mexicans. The Mexicans even came across the border with their 5 people to help you. It wasn't black folks. Because we not helping you. They got rid of FEMA. They cut FEMA out. That's why y'all ain't got no help. That's why y'all hurting. Listen, what happened to those people with their town? Listen, people, that's not even compared what happened to Katrina. And Katrina, what George Bush did. There's no way compared to it. This wasn't, listen, people died. Don't get me, thousands of people died in Katrina. It ain't thousands that died in their little town in Houston. Only a couple of hundred. And they still ain't helping those people. It was more children that died than the adults. Think about that shit. But now they sitting here crying to the same people that you voted for to keep in office. You voted for this shit. Now you crying? This is what I tell black liberals. What are you complaining about? You voted for this shit. Ain't no change happen. You voted for this shit. That if liberals didn't do nothing, the police keep fucking you up. You don't threaten the motherfucking... Listen, to all the black liberals out here, I understand shit is fucked up. Don't get me twisted with Trump. I think at this point, we may not have no choice but to vote for liberals. But don't get this shit twisted. Once this shit get back figured out and we get back to some type of normalcy, don't forget that you get in those liberals as do not forget that you gotta push those liberals to pass policies that actually help your community. That's where the liberals play on our humanity and play on us. That's why they take us for granted, because we don't come back and be like, nah, you ain't do this though. I know you had to do this, but what about this? What about that? What about this? And if you don't do that, then hey, we're not voting for you. Mind you, people, and there's plenty of people in the Democrat Party that are progressives that you can vote for. You don't have to keep voting for fucking liars. That they get paid just like the Republicans get paid, but but listen, it's a lesser two evil. So sometimes, yeah, the liberals are better. This is what I be trying to tell black folks to understand. That's why when black people be coming, man, you don't really know about politics. That's why I get in rolling mud, Uncle Roro ass. Like, nigga, don't do that. These liberals ain't 100. They not 100. They're taking advantage of the black community as well, probably even more. But tell black people, we got to get them up out of here. Mind you, and let me tell you something about black liberals. A lot of them are bigots too. Right? AOC been saying the same shit for years that Congresswoman Crockett been saying. You hear Roland Martin and you watch his show every time he comes out and he praises this woman. All the time. No disrespect. Listen, I love Congresswoman Crockett. But AOC been saying and standing for the same shit. And Senator Crawford is saying the same shit. They praise her though. Roland Martin and them praise her. Nina Turner used to come out. He didn't push for Nina Turner to be this and be that. He didn't do it. And that's the problem with black liberals too. Them upper echelon Negroes. All of a sudden you like health care for all. You said you was with the Republicans damn near talking about it's going to cost a lot. A lot of you black liberals was with that. Now all of a sudden now it makes sense. You goofy motherfuckers. Listen, like I said, never mind. Let's move on, man. Because like I said, some of you black liberals think that you uppity niggas. Think you better. And I'm talking about the motherfuckers in the mainstream media, the politician type motherfuckers. And you mislead the voters. That's Democrats, black Democrats. You mislead them. That's why I get in Uncle Roro ass with him calling other black people dumb because we ain't voting. Nigga, if they don't want to vote, they ain't got to vote. You can't tell them they can't complain. Nigga, you vote for some shit that where we get crumbs at. Or why we don't back black media. I wonder why. You disrespect your people so much, why would they want to keep fucking with you? I told you about niggas that get too comfortable of being in certain positions of power or having a little money or even influence. Some black people get too comfortable, nigga. The fuck out of here, man. I'm so sick of seeing Taneem Nasheed and Uncle Roro beefing. Nigga, like, what's wrong with you niggas, man? You don't understand Martin stood for something? Malcolm stand for something? And they damn near figured it out at the end. You niggas can't figure it out. And all this fucking history and technology we got, and you niggas beefing? Fuck out of here, bro. Oh man. I can't listen. I listen, I love those brothers. But sometimes I can't stand these niggas. I can't stand either one of them sometimes. Because they be on bullshit. You niggas do too much in-house fighting, nigga. One of y'all got to compromise. One of y'all got to say, you know what, look, we look at shit from a different perspective, but let's do this shit together. Neither one of y'all want to do that. But y'all get on the internet, try to get clicks and views and shit, and then acting like, oh, black people, we got to come together as black folks. Both of you Negroes say that. And then you niggas on the internet doing the dumb shit that you do, dividing black folks. This shit disgusts me, man. Shout out to my brother Talking in the building. What up, Talking? Nah, they didn't think it was going to bring back black jobs. Because Trump already told these Negroes what it was going to be, Talk. He already told them what it was. What jobs? Like, nigga, when they tell you that you're not, our black people ain't qualified, and you niggas, think how insulting this is. These black, so-called black conservatives. You are already in a position, right? You ride with Trump when he says that Vice President Harris was a DEI hire. You ride with them. You're in the same position. So was you a DEI hire? Because that looked like that to me from that dumbass narrative. She's not qualified. Yo, just think about that shit. No, them niggas knew, man. They knew, bro. Saying that dumbass shit. Like I said, all that shit is, believe it or not, all that shit is coonery. All that shit is gatekeeping. That shit is hating. See another black person making it. And then imagine all the black people that side with Trump. Them motherfuckers ain't even qualified to do what Vice President Harris did or what Obama did. They're not even qualified to do nothing or what they did. Let me say this to all the black conservatives. You are actually the DEI hires. Because you actually can't be yourselves really, genuinely. You have to go off of them racist ass talking points. You know damn well Vice President Harris was very qualified for being in the position she was. She was more qualified to be in her position than Biden was as a vice president. Factual. Okay? I remember Obama wasn't qualified. Obama worked, he was a senator. People forget about that too. He was a senator too. Are you talking about dudes? I mean, people, black folks that was already had to go through the struggle to be qualified. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. But listen, I'm not shocked in Texas. Texas and Florida are fighting each other on how racist they are. Like, seriously. I'm not saying everybody in Texas is racist. All I'm saying is I'm looking at the immigrants, the minority groups. I ain't looking at the black folks. I'm looking at the minority groups. How the fuck are y'all okay with this? But then, like I said, they already brainwashed to white supremacy. So it like a lot of that shit don't make a lot of that shit makes sense to me. I'm not shocked about none of that shit. I'm very honest about this. I'll be very honest. I would never visit or live in Florida or Texas. I would never visit. Ever. I don't give a fuck if I go to a so-called black community. Nigga, I gotta get there first. And so no, I would never go to Florida. I would never go to motherfucking Texas. Like, seriously. Some of my southern brothers and sisters get mad at me. Like I told y'all, man, y'all got the most racist people, man. Because see, the thing about even now, when you think about it, the racist people actually run y'all states. They run it. Ain't no motherfucking racist running Maryland. Yeah, I'm not saying ain't no racism, no bigotry and shit going on here. But I'm saying ain't no racist running the country. I mean, running my state. Our governor is black, nigga. He a Democrat. El Mayor, same shit. It ain't like y'all shit. No racists run our state. I'm dead serious about that shit. You even look at Los Angeles, nigga, ain't no racists running their state. Listen, the thing about LA, even LA, Texas, and Florida, what you don't understand that you got a lot of racist ass Mexicans in y'all state. And y'all don't want to like be honest about that. And that's why y'all state the way it is. Even New York. ICE get to roll up in y'all cities and do the shit that they do because you got a lot of racist ass minorities in your state, and mainly Mexicans. ICE can't come to Maryland and do that shit. There's going to be some pushback. Like I said, let me explain something to y'all because people think I be tripping about this shit. It's not like I don't see ICE. I see him. But nigga, they ain't in our hood terrorizing people in Baltimore City. They're not doing that. They're not just picking up motherfuckers, and that shit won't happen. But they can do that shit out in certain parts of Maryland. But if you do it out there, Maryland's so small, it'll make the rounds. And so they don't actually do what they be doing in LA, Texas, New York, Florida. No, ICE can't do that. ICE will fuck around, get themselves killed down here. I'm being dead honest, and I'm not saying I want people to do it, but I'm just telling you they'll fuck around, get themselves killed. It's different down here. I'm not saying I didn't see ICE agents, but nigga, they a little bit more respectful. I tell you that shit. Ain't no nigga, they just run up on niggas, nigga. They run up on motherfuckers, but nigga, they asking for ID and all that shit. They ain't just grabbing motherfuckers, throwing them in trucks, throwing them in vans. That's not happening. Believe that. And if it does happen, it's somewhere where a whole bunch of white people are. Black people ain't there. We're not in certain parts of Maryland like that. So it depends what part of Maryland that is. But in Baltimore City, no, that shit ain't happening. And let me say this. People never understood this. Baltimore is one of the biggest sanctuary states in America. We the biggest. We got minorities places that way y'all wouldn't even think. They protect it. And they move a certain type of way down here. That's why a lot of times when you in the city or whatever, nigga, you see a lot of black folks. Minorities know how to move down here. First of all, they gotta move. They gotta know how to move around down here because of how the city moves. So they move a certain type of way, nigga. They ain't all willy-nilly moving around. Not even their kids. They know where to go and know where to stay, nigga. Like it's not like that, like y'all think. But y'all got that issue with those fucking minorities like that. This minorities that's fucking y'all country up. I mean, I'm fucking your country, fucking y'all state up in Texas. You let these motherfuckers come in here, come in y'all states and shit, and take over. Maryland is a majority, especially Baltimore City, is majority of black town. I'm sorry, a black city. It's always going to be that way. We will check anybody that come here that's minorities or not. Like I keep telling y'all, we ain't scared of the cops like a lot of y'all scared of the cops. We not. We're just not. We don't move like that. We ain't scared, bro. Listen, listen. It's a different culture down here. So a lot of that shit that I see in y'all states and shit like that, I'm talking to my brother LT and other motherfuckers like, yo, that's job, yo. Y'all deal with that shit. Y'all let them Mexicans and shit like that take over y'all states and shit like that. Honestly. Come in y'all communities and shit and take over. Like, no, you can't do that in Baltimore City. They don't take over Baltimore City, nigga. Listen, we've been dealing with Chinese and Japanese people from way back in the 80s, nigga. They don't run our state, nigga. They know their place. Yeah, they used to be a little out of pocket back in the day, nigga, but we had to check their ass. We ran Chinese people out, nigga. They sold their shit to black people. Listen, I know this for a fact. It happened in the neighborhood I grew up in. They kept getting robbed every night because they kept disrespecting black people. Nigga, we robbed them then. We didn't complain. We didn't go through the legal shit and all that. No, we didn't do that. We robbed motherfuckers. They sold that shit. You can't keep being disrespectful to black people like that. Not where I come from. Or something gonna happen to you. That's all. Like I said, we got different type of black people down here, right? Like I told y'all, black people in Maryland, nigga, one of the centers of regardless of the crime, how they want to talk about Baltimore, but we grew up with black power, and we were segregated, so we know when to stick together and when not to, right? Like, you get what I mean? We know when to stick together. So I told y'all, even with the Freddie Gray shit, I told you that shit happened, nigga. Hey, you seen Crips, Bloods, BDs, GDs, whatever the fuck they was, the disciples, all them niggas, black disciples, nigga, all them niggas joined together. Like we move different down here. Like, it's almost kind of good that we're small when tragic shit happens, because we kind of figure out, nigga, we ain't got no choice but to stick together. But you look at all y'all niggas from Texas and New York, all that shit happening in y'all states, LA, Florida, a lot of shit, that shit happens, and it's a blue state. Other than Florida and Texas, like, nigga, that shit happens because y'all niggas don't stick together. Y'all keep allowing these fucking immigrants to come in y'all shit. And no disrespect to immigrants, but nigga, even the African immigrants, they don't live amongst black people like that. Black Americans, they don't. They can't live amongst us. We don't fuck with them like that. It was some shit, a black woman, I thought I saved that shit. Yo, there was a black woman, black African woman. She been there for years, and she was coming out telling African people, we need to apologize to black people, black Americans, is we disrespectful. And she been for years. She got a business. I think it's somewhere out in a certain place in Maryland. Right? It's not really in a city like that. It's like in the county, kind of like, you know what I mean? She apologized. And I felt her pain with that shit, because that shit is hurtful. That her own people from her own continents was doing that shit. When the motherfuckers that was actually spending money in for her beauty salon and shit like that, and her shit like that, black people was there. There wasn't no white folks there. It was black people that made her business pop it. So, like, yo, like I said, a lot of that shit comes from what black people are allowing. I think what came out, it was the shit that black people was saying. A lot of black folks around the country, they were trying to get everybody to do it. It's like we not supporting no Africans businesses no more. And motherfuckers got in an uproar about that. The Africans, they was upset. But then the black sister, the black African sister came out. She was like, "Hey man, I apologize." Like, she tried to speak for her people. Like, she was really upset. She from Maryland. I swore I had that clip, but I don't think I did. I don't think I do. I probably do, but yeah, shit. Thought I had it. I probably do. I gotta find it again. But yeah, man, you don't do that shit. I told you, the most ungrateful motherfuckers in this country is immigrants. It ain't even white people. We expect them to be what they are to us, for us black people. It's the immigrants that bothers us. Believe it or not. Because even our own people, black Americans that sell us out, that's more of a, we have more of an issue with that. We ain't got no real fucking problem with racist white people. We don't give a fuck. You don't affect our lives like you think. You wake up thinking about us. We don't think about you. Remember the white dude that came out and was saying, "Oh, we wanted to do a I think it was it Arkansas? Want to go to Maine or some shit like not Maine or Minnesota. So one of them, he wanted to do 2 towns of just straight white people. We don't give a fuck. They thought black people was gonna be upset about that. We don't care. We hope all you bitches go together. Listen, you racist white people, you will make the country better if you just went away. Like, you act like black people care about y'all like that. We don't. Like, we generally don't care about you like that. You don't, listen, if you take your racism and your bigotry with you, we'll be a better society. That's how that shit is. We don't care about you motherfuckers like that. And the only reason I said like that is because, in fact, you're still in society spilling that racist shit. Just go live in a white community. Nobody cares. We would never go there if we smart. Because, you know, you still got stupid black people. Like, we're going to get some stupid black people. We're going to go there. Well, go take your stupid, goofy ass there then. Like I said, I ain't never scared of my people. Good or bad. I ain't scared of my people like that. I'm scared of racist white people, more than I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nobody. But if you ask me, I'm scared of more racist white people than I'm scared of my own people. That's bad. Listen, a lot of black people that go crazy and shit like that, they mentally fucked up, they lose their mind. It's because of white supremacy. But anyway, let's move on.
No local county.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back.
In Hunt or in my neighborhood, nor have I encountered anyone from the state.
All this millions of dollars that come from all over the place getting donated, where in the hell's that going? It ain't going to the volunteers, you know? I mean, where? You know, my God. I got volunteers. I got the time they showed up, the time they left, and I can't afford to pay them. But they did it out of the kindness of the heart. All that money is going to some politician's slush fund somewhere.
The president and the governor sat here in this building.
But mind you, but these are the same people that voted for Donald Trump to act like he was something different. He wasn't a politician. The man was rich before he got in office. Okay? Listen, people, probably 95% of presidents and politicians, it's probably lesser for politicians, I say about 85%. They are already rich. They already wealthy when you vote for them. Okay? So I don't know what is shocking these people of like where's this money going? You already know where the money going. You put the people in office and the money don't come back to y'all, you already know. Damn, these people are slow. But like I said, this is what comes with trying to not even just not teach black people about American history or real politics, right? Or black history or real American history. They want to dumb down even their own people. That's why this guy say, well, where's the money going? You don't know where the money going? Sir? The fuck you think the money going? Going to the corporations. Where you think that money going? Nigga, they just passed a big, beautiful bill that will sabotage the poor, the less fortunate, people like you, because you think your whiteness, right, is going to protect you from the rich racists. You don't have shit. You don't have no say. They use your. Let's move on. But the Democrats is all bad. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Trump is great. Okay, cool.
Promising that we would have every resource that we need to rebuild. And the very next Monday, the first thing our county judge put on the table was an 8% property tax hike.
I'm a volunteer, and like many others, friends, neighbors, and strangers from across the state, we showed up because help was needed. By the time government entities were seen on the scene, we had already recovered bodies, coordinated supply chains, brought in heavy equipment, served hot meals, provided medical care.
Mind you, before this, listen to what this white woman said. She said, a volunteer, she said, we already discovered bodies and got bodies out before the government even got there. And then they come to that motherfucker and take over to do nothing. That's basically what happened. But anyway, let's move on.
And tried, often unsuccessfully, to get help across a broken bridge. Volunteers were threatened with arrest for attempting to deliver supplies to areas that needed them.
I do not believe there is
The government threatened them. Trump government threatened them with arrest if they help people. And you stupid. Yo, like I said, man. Hey, man. It ain't funny, but it's funny. It's no way impossible you Trump supporters are still this stupid. Mind you, them floods and don't, because let's be real. A lot of them floods that happened in that county was sundown towns. So they believed in the racism. They believed in God, and God gonna come and save them. They believe in Trump was sent by God. The motherfucker that was sent by God don't even help you. That you believed in. Okay. Motherfuckers complaining, oh, we didn't get the alerts and we didn't get all that. You voted for it. You voted for it not to be aware of the floods that was coming that killed hundreds of people. I mean, like, what are y'all upset about? That's my issue. What are these people upset about? You voted for this shit. And you the same people that voted to have less government. And Trump gave you less government. They not doing what they supposed to do. You say you don't need the government. You don't need the federal government. Trump gave you what you wanted, what you voted for. Yeah, so much a problem with FEMA. Because you listen to racist, stupid people that FEMA is taking. Like, come on, bro. Is FEMA perfect? No, nobody's saying that. But they do a hell of a lot more than you think. And now you need FEMA. But you already voted against it because Trump said you don't need it. Less government. Let your states handle it. And then what the state do? What Greg Abbott and them do? Nothing. They do nothing. They took photo ops. They blame Democrats for the floods. You stupid son of bitches. Like I said, man, let's move on, man.
proper structure of who is in charge, and there is no clear indication of what power can be executed by whom. We are all exhausted by trying to figure out who's in charge, and we are all exhausted by the abuse of power.
You know what, man? I'm exhausted with your stupidity. That's what I'm exhausted with. I'm exhausted that you go to the town hall, whatever you went to, and you sit out here bitching and complaining about some shit that we tried to warn you about. That's what I'm tired about. That's what I'm exhausted about. Y'all got children killed because of y'all stupidity, and now y'all wanna what? Man, come on, man. I don't feel sorry for none of them adults. All of the adults that died, I don't care. Kids I care about. I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't care. I don't give a fuck about they crying, they saying all the shit they saying. Bitches, y'all voted for this shit. Now you want help. I thought you believed in less government. This is what less government looks like. But let's move on.
Through it all, help did not come from official channels. It came from volunteers, contractors, nurses, teachers, business owners, off-duty responders, parents. Regular working class Texans and grassroots organizations stepped in when the system failed.
Those are citizens of Texas. They got a chance to tell their elected leaders what it is that they're not doing, what it is that they have to do. These folks instead to replace them, where there's absolutely zero leadership, there's nothing going on, there's no coordination. As a matter of fact, one of those volunteers talked about how they were being threatened to stop helping.
First, let me say this. Of course, there won't be no help. You're ran by racists that's richer than you, that got money and they got the power. You think they care about your well-being? Stupid ass Trump supporters. That's why y'all down there suffering. And you listen, like I said, I'm glad Trump doing everything that he's doing. Because you keep really thinking, oh, this shit just going to affect black folks and minorities. Okay. Okay, with your stupidity, now you're seeing. But they still probably racist pieces of shit. But they want help from the government. For what? You believed in less government. Trump did it. He gave you what you asked for. Your own state ain't even helping you. Why is that? Remember, you kept saying, oh, to keep us safe. He didn't like what Biden was doing. He wasn't even trying to keep safe with the masks and shit like that, putting certain policies in and giving you stimulus package. He wasted money. But okay, now you need money. Now you need help from the government. But you wanted less government. This is what you get. This is what less government gets you. Now they crying and whining and shit. Bitching and complaining. Stop bitching and complaining. You voted for this. All you stupid Trump supporters. I know some of you stupid racists. Well, it can happen to you too. It already been happening to black folks. It already happened to us too. Okay? That shit happened in Hurricane Katrina. It already happened to us. This ain't even nowhere compared to it. Not even 25% of what happened to in the situation with Katrina. The fuck are you talking about? You just got a town wiped out. That's it. And y'all crying. Trump supporters? You voted for this in your town. This is what y'all voted for. It's a red district. But remember that. And they gerrymandering to bring more of this pain to other communities. That's black and brown. So they don't have a say. And you're sitting here. What? See, what you're supposed to do, let me say this. What your race is supposed to do, you should get it and be like, oh, the black people was right. Some of the minorities was right. Nigga, no. You ain't got nowhere to live. Y'all hurting, right? You should spend all your nights protesting. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't protest because you know why? Because they're going to sick the National Guard on you. Just for peacefully protesting. See, this is what happened when you don't want democracy. And you want a fucking fascist country. Because you think in the fascist country that's all white, somehow you're going to live better than the rest of us. You stupid son of a bitches. This is what you get. Listen, I don't wish harm on you, but I ain't mad at it. You dumb. You dumb as shit. All you Trump. These Florida people stupid. Let's move on. I mean, these Texas people stupid. Let's move on.
It's coming from leaders who said before, you guys need to get help from your churches, from your local communities, because FEMA's doing nothing for you anymore. Donald Trump has already told you that FEMA is now his. He wants all that money for himself.
Right.
And the trauma and the disaster and the fatigue that these folks are feeling isn't even just start and ends with the disaster.
And mind you, they kissed Trump ass so much. And Trump told you, and listen, this is how stupid they are. You pay federal dollars, you pay for FEMA. He took all that money and now he gonna do whatever the fuck he want to do with it when he want to do it. Because y'all wanted a fascist. And so this is the definition of a fascist. A fascist. This is what happens. What are y'all mad about? You voted for this shit. The man is doing what y'all voted for him to do. And mind you, it's a Republican state. It's a county, a town that voted for Trump. And he won't do nothing for you. He won't do nothing for him, people. He won't do shit for him. He won't do a motherfucking thing. You pay your... Listen, stupid Trump supporters. You pay for FEMA and federal taxes when you work your jobs, dummies. He took that away from you. Your state took it away from you. You motherfuckers sit there crying. What they ain't doing and all that other shit. Man, please, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. If we try to tell you. This shit is laughable to me. This shit is laughable to me. Because it's like, yo, what did y'all expect? You thought you was so better than black folks. You thought you was better than Vice President Harris because of your white skin, didn't you? That's why you ain't vote for her. That's why you disrespect her, call all types of niggas and monkeys and whatever. All the shit you probably was saying in your own home. Right? You did all that shit. And now, the same shit that you voted for, the government, that you need help from, ain't giving you no federal money that you actually pay for. We don't need health care because the Negroes got it. The Mexicans got it. The gays. And you act like they don't work 9 to 5. They don't pay into federal taxes. You're just so ignorant that you don't understand shit. And so now you get in the tragedy. Now you want the federal government to help you. But what the federal government already tell you, you could be white and poor. You ain't shit. Y'all know that because you was white and poor. They was gonna help you because of your white skin. You thought that. Okay. That's why y'all now sitting there crying asking for the federal government, even your own state ain't doing shit for you in Texas. They got the money to help you. They just won't do it. Because they banking that money. You dumbass. But you know what? These are the same stupid people that's going to go around when voting comes. They're going to still vote for Republicans. They still going to vote to keep these same motherfuckers in office. Let's move on, y'all.
But also continues on with the lack of response from leadership. At the time that Texas flood happened, I want you guys to remember what Mike Johnson had to say about what it is that leaders from state to federal leaders could do about it.
State and federal resources have just poured into that area. Is there anything more that can be done congressionally, legislatively to help these folks?
In a moment like this, we feel just as helpless as everyone else does. I've talked to my colleagues there in Texas, Chip Roy and August Pfluger, whose families, that's Chip's district.
Listen, let me explain something to you. What happened to Katrina, that shit, yeah, a lot of shit could have happened. George Bush could have done a lot of shit. I get that. That's a tragedy that happened to the whole state. Okay? And partly other states, right? This is just a town in Texas. It's just a town, people. Listen, the reason that shit ain't getting done, or these people flipping out and they mad, because ain't nothing coming there. They ain't getting shit. They can't even, listen, you talking about rebuild what? In the process of rebuilding, and this is how stupid Trump supporters are talking about, even they got the federal government money to help them come in and you can't rebuild right now. They supposed to be trying to move you somewhere else. Right? So they can let shit be what it be and then rebuild. They're not even helping y'all out just to go somewhere else to rebuild. Because see, that's where your taxpayer money comes in. You just Trump supporters, why y'all so stupid, man? Like seriously, y'all dumb. It don't take this long for y'all to get help. Y'all supposed to be moving away to help y'all rebuild from the federal government and the state. They doing none of that. What are y'all trying to rebuild? You can't rebuild none of that shit right now. It's basically telling you you got to move away. They got to fix. Yo, it's so much shit got to go into fixing the shit that got fucked up in your town. They got to fix the infrastructure. Y'all slow. Never mind. Let's move on. But hold on. This one, Mega Mike says. This is what Mega Mike says.
For you anymore. Donald Trump has already told you that FEMA is now his. He wants all that money for himself. And the trauma and the disaster and the fatigue that these folks are feeling isn't even just start and ends with the disaster, but also continues on with the lack of response from leadership. At the time that Texas flood happened, I want you guys to remember what Mike Johnson had to say about what it is that leaders from state to federal leaders could do about it.
State and federal resources have just poured into that area. Is there anything more that can be done congressionally, legislatively to help these folks?
In a moment like this, we feel just as helpless as everyone else does. I've talked to my colleagues there in Texas, Chip Roy and August.
Time out. That's a lie. He just lied. Talking about we feel as more helpless. No, you can't. No, you don't. First of all, people, we was in the biggest fucking pandemic ever. They came up with money for the whole country. to help people. And you telling me they can't pass policy to help Texas right now? You know what? You know where the Republicans is? You know where the Democrats are? They're not even, and it's not the Democrats' fault. You know where they're not at? In Congress passing a policy to get Trump to pass a policy to send money to help these people. Trump is actually denying FEMA money to help these people. Like, come on, Trump supporters. Y'all stupid as shit, man. This dude is sitting there, we feel is helpless. No, you can't feel that helpless as them. You can't. They lost everything. How the fuck you gonna feel how they feel? You rich. You can ready to go back to your rich family. Live in a nice little mini mansion. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you could have passed a policy, an emergency policy, to give them money to help those people. They did nothing for Texas. In that town. They did nothing for you. Nothing. The Republicans did nothing. They didn't do shit, bro. Trump supporters, do you understand they don't care about you? Even though you poor racists. They only give a fuck about you poor racists. You dumb as shit. They ain't even helping these people. This motherfucker talking about it's nothing we can do. They telling you it's nothing they can do. They are a liar, bro. They are a liar. We was in COVID. This shit affected the world, but they sat down and did some shit, but they can't help a town that got flooded and got destroyed. It's no finances go there. I have no problem with my tax money going to help them, even though a lot of them are racist, but them people hurting. People died. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm not mad about that. But they won't even do that. Listen, Trump supporters, I'm okay they sending taxpayer money that I work for every time I go to work to give you some of that money. Not mad about that. You needed Trump supporters. All you racist Trump supporters, like, yo, I'm not mad about that. Government won't even help you. This motherfucker talking about we feel the same. No, you don't. No, you don't. We hurting like them. No, you're not. You're not hurting like them. You can't be hurting like them. They lost everything. How the fuck do you feel the same way they feel? Understand them. You ain't lost nothing. Think about that, you stupid Trump. Y'all dumb. Trump support, you're dumb. But okay, let's go back a little bit.
Self and the trauma and the disaster and the fatigue that these folks are feeling isn't even just start and ends with the disaster, but also continues on with the lack of response from leadership. At the time that Texas flood happened, I want you guys to remember what Mike Johnson had to say about what it is that leaders from state to federal leaders could do about it.
State and federal resources have just poured into that area. Is there anything more that can be done congressionally, legislatively to help these folks?
In a moment like this, we feel just as helpless as everyone else does. I've talked to my colleagues there in Texas, Chip Roy and August Fluger, whose families, that's Chip's district. August's daughters were at the camp. We also had Betty Carter of Georgia, had grandchildren there. It touches so many families, and all we know to do at this moment is pray. Every available resource has been deployed.
He said all we can do is pray. Listen, no, nigga. No, you don't. y'all Trump supporters, y'all stupid, y'all. This motherfucker said all we can do is pray for y'all. We got people in Congress, their family was there, so that that's all they care about. They don't give a fuck about y'all. Because their families was there. That's his district. Listen, people, they not sending FEMA. Excuse me, the state ain't even the money they get from the federal government to help y'all. They not sending that. The Speaker of the House is saying, all we can do is pray for y'all. Is prayer enough for y'all? Y'all dumb, man. You Trump, y'all stupid, man. This motherfucker said all we can do is pray for him. And that might mean a lot to you stupid. Y'all dumb. Live in reality. Stop living in this la la land. Damn, y'all dumb. Oh, y'all dumb. Trump supporters, y'all dumb. This shit don't even make any sense. Yo. Come on, man. But you know what? Let's say Russia say, fuck that shit. Or anybody want to go to war with us. They got enough money to give, put money at war. But they ain't got no money. All of a sudden now, they don't just give prayers and shit like that, nigga. They put money behind war. You dumb as shit. Y'all dumb. They put money behind war, but national disasters that happen to y'all in your own backyard or what's happening to y'all, they ain't got no money now. They ain't got enough money for that. They passed the budget to give the defense people more money, but they ain't putting no money into helping for national disasters. And that shit happens all the time. Listen, more than national disasters happen in this country, more than we got to go to war. You dumb. Y'all stupid. Trump supporters, y'all stupid, man. Oh my God, y'all slow. And y'all pay for this shit. We all pay for it. Y'all allowing them to even use y'all own money. They using our money, and I'm pissed about it. But y'all should be even more pissed about it because you voted for this shit. I didn't vote for this. Y'all voted for these motherfuckers not to help y'all in a national disaster that don't wake y'all up, Trump supporters. It doesn't matter if you ain't from that town. Like, yo, you think if a national disaster happened in your town, like the Republicans gonna give a fuck about y'all? They're not. You dumb motherfuckers. You got this goofy ass dude sitting there pretending he's a Christian, using God to defend why they can't do nothing for you, and you voted for him. You voted for this, and he's using God. And like, listen, this goes to all motherfuckers that's having a national disaster. All you Republicans, did God come? Did y'all see God? Why God ain't come and fix everything? Because his thoughts and prayers, we give all them thoughts and prayers. Why ain't nothing fixed? Huh? I'm waiting on that. All the thoughts and prayers from, given to God, God gonna come down and help y'all. Why God ain't help y'all? Why y'all so exhausted? You got this rich scam artist that's probably the third most powerful person in the world. And in the country, telling you just thoughts and prayers. That all matters. But we can't do nothing. Really? He can't do nothing. Okay. Only thoughts and prayers for you. Listen, to all you Trump supporters down there that having in that Texas of flood shit, thoughts and prayers, man. It's all we can give you. Listen, there should be nobody outside of that community helping them, because Mike Johnson said thoughts and prayers is going to fix everything. Y'all, listen, like I said, y'all believe in God like that. So God should come and fix all that shit and help y'all. Shouldn't be stressed or nothing, because God gonna help y'all. Or y'all God. I'm just saying y'all God. Y'all God gonna help everything. Why y'all upset? Why y'all stressed out? Because God's supposed to come and fix that shit. Thoughts and prayers should help y'all fix that shit. Just a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Trump supporters, y'all stupid. What is wrong with y'all, man? But like I said, being a racist blind you for being stupid. Give me a second, people. All right, people, I'm back. That shit crazy. Y'all gotta be the most stupidest people in the world, bro. But anyway, let's move on.
President, of course, is dialed in and watching this develop moment by moment as we are, and we'll handle supplemental funding requests as they come in. But right now, they're still trying to do rescue and recovery, and our hearts go out to all of them.
All Mike Johnson has are some thoughts and some prayers. There's nothing they can do.
Listen, think about it. He said, "Oh, we'll do it once they do all the rescue shit." There's already people that survived this shit. Why y'all not helping those people right now? These people are already safe. Why are you not helping them? Oh, we just waiting on everybody to get rescued. That's the bullshit. All right, Trump supporters, like I said, that's on y'all, man. Like I said, y'all people are fucked up. Like,
you saw that Fox News anchor said resources and help are flooding in.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty
damn
Mutual
commercial.
customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to... Well, also, as you saw that Fox News anchor said, resources and help are flooding in, for lack of a better term. But according to the people on the ground, all the way up to now, it's been this long since the flood even happened, and the response still being nothing. Somehow there's resources flooding in. That's just propaganda, because when you talk to people who are experiencing it, they can't find anyone that's there to help. But this is what Texas leadership is doing instead. Here's the governor of the state. Continue to pay attention to what people are experiencing, Republican, Democrat, or Independent in the state of Texas, and this is what leadership has to say, and this is what they're actually working on.
Said in your statement that you put out today to all of them in a letter to them, you said, in addition to abandoning their offices, these legislators may also have committed felonies. What is the felony? What are the penalties for this?
So very simply, it would be bribery if any lawmaker took money to perform or to refuse to perform an act in the legislature. And the reports are these legislators have been both, they sought money and they offered money to skip the vote, to leave the legislature, to take a legislative act. That would be bribery. And so the facts...
First of all, let me say this. For him to even say that, right? Because they trying to deflect of what they not doing for those people in that town in Texas, right? That's why, like, this, they deflect with this whole shit. It's not a deflection, but it's actually serious too, about gerrymandering. right? So they bring something serious, but still is the deflection, right? So two things can be right. Listen, let me explain this shit to people. These are the same people. Like, wouldn't that be like some type of corruption if the fucking president of the United States calling the fucking governor of Texas and saying we need 5 seats? He is on tape saying this shit. So it's not like ain't that corruption? Stupid Republicans and mega people, oh, we're just gonna get more power. Well, you get more power where to the point where you don't get nothing. Look at what's happening. That you already have some power, right? Something happened to y'all in a red district, and they're not doing nothing for y'all. Why y'all not? Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Because it ain't happening to you. Okay, like I said. Like I said, I'll tell all the Democrat states around the country that you run shit. You do the same shit Texas doing. If Texas get away with this shit, I want LA and all other Democrat states to do the same thing. There ain't no playing no fair game. The fuck is the fair game is? Because see, what they're doing trying to affect the whole country. So, okay, fine. Or you say, well, Democrats have been doing it. Let me say this. The history of gerrymandering. It started from racist ass Republicans. They've been gerrymandering. And some Democrats had some balls back then. They was like, nah, fuck that, man. We gonna do the same shit then. And now you want to just blame Democrats. Oh, we gerrymandered, not we, but the gerrymander only came from the left. No, the gerrymander from the left didn't start this. It was the right that did that. Go look up your history. Google, nigga. It was the Republicans doing it first. It wasn't fucking Democrats. And now they be like, oh, well, the Democrats did it. No, bitch, y'all started it. Nobody says that. Even when you hear on mainstream media, the Democrats does it too. No, who started it? It's like a motherfucker sitting there. If you start a fight, and then I start doing some shit that you do, and now you mad at me. It's wrong that they doing that. Well, motherfucker, it was wrong when you first started doing it. You brought that motherfucking shit here. Now you mad because I'm adopting what you did? This is how racist ass people think. So is it Republicans. Don't start no shit. They started it. Listen, I'll tell every Democrat state, if they do that shit and it get passed in Texas, every Democrat state should do it. The same shit. Because I look at it like this. Any Republican in your state is okay with what they doing. They ain't speaking out about it. They actually defending it. So you should be okay with doing the same shit. And I think California should do it first. California should come out. No, okay, but that's fine. Well, we're going to do 5. We're going to gerrymander the shit out of this shit too. See, because what happens is, these stupid motherfuckers in Texas, these Republicans think, oh, They already being sued from gerrymandering on some racist shit now. But they going off that same gerrymander shit and they doing it again. That shit is illegal, bro. But they doing it anyway. So I tell motherfuckers in LA, go ahead and do it again. Pass the law. Actually do it by law. They not even doing it by law. They just saying fuck the law. In Texas, need 5 more seats. Okay. That's why I tell black people it's very important to vote in your states and pay attention to shit. Look what they're doing. Like why you think this shit is okay? Like, you're trying to turn a district that don't vote for Republicans, but trying to take apart from another red state where you can win. You already gonna win, but you can take a part of that and push that to a certain part of a Democrat town or county that you can win now, because you can't win a Democrat state a town. But now you add on some shit. That's gerrymandering, people. And like I told y'all, and I keep saying this, these racist motherfuckers, they're not popular like that. They're genuinely not. They're just smart enough to use their racism and bigotry. That's all they doing. The problem with Democrats, they don't fight back. And like I said, if the Democrats allow these motherfuckers to do this shit and they don't fight back, then listen, we fucked as a people. We fucked as a democracy been over. So yeah, we will go into a civil war. Because like I said, I would never allow no fucking racist to tell me what I can and can't do off of some fucked up fantasy of Christianity that they use against Black Africans to program us for generations. White nationalist Christians, they are terrorists. It has been proven already. We're not sitting. Listen, I swear to God, you can't listen. You're not gonna do that to me. Listen, motherfucker, you got to kill me. I die first. You're not gonna make me no slave. And that's all they're trying to get you, black people, back to be slaves. Get the fuck out of here. I would never be a slave. You out your damn mind. You had to kill me. You can't just, so I'm just allow you to come around and torture my family in front of me. Oh no, that ain't gonna happen. You want to kill me out the gate. You're gonna use my child to try to somehow humble me in a way of like, oh no, I kill your kid, so I'll make you do this. That's what they doing. Nah, fuck out of here, man. I know what slavery look like, nigga. I'm very highly intelligent. I know what they did down our ancestors and what they doing, nigga. They doing the same shit, and they trying to use policies. But like I said, they had policies back then. What was the difference? There's no difference now. They're trying to use policy to make black people slaves again. Y'all, some of you black folks, y'all stupid as shit. Don't get used to this shit. These motherfuckers will go to the extreme. And you just, it ain't happening to me as a black person. Some of you Negroes, it will happen to you. Unless you sell out like Canazones and them and Buck Dancing Cool, because there had to be house niggas. Because they got to hunt us down. Because they're going to make them hunt us down. You dumb motherfucker. Let's move on, man. And Greg Abbott, this nigga he don't have no legs. He went against people that was mentally challenged. And somehow, some way, racist Republicans thought that he was somehow good for their state. He voted against policies to help the same people of who he is. But his thing was, one with the black, because he a racist. The disability, black people and the minorities, nah. It's, because that helps them too much. So now, that helps them too much. So now, you stupid, racist ass white folks that maybe have mentally challenged people, he went against it. And y'all still vote for it. But okay, like I said, I die first. I would never be a slave. It would never happen. So to all the racist white people, you can pass all the bills you want to pass. Nigga, listen, I die first. You ain't got to worry about that. You listen, as a black person, I die first for I allow you to somehow think that you're going to conquer me to be a slave. You stupid as fuck. I see the policies. I see what's going on. My IQ is very high. I know what you racist pieces of shit is doing. But like I said, you had to kill me first. I'd never be your slave. Ever. And I will, listen, nigga, and I will always protect me and my people. So I die for my people. But let's move on. Make this a white nation. Okay, cool.
Now, but I think based upon comments made by legislators themselves, they face a possibility of facing bribery charges, which is a second-degree felony in the state of Texas.
And let me get y'all to understand this too. They're trying to push us to a civil war. But like I keep saying to these racist, stupid people, you don't really want a civil war. America ain't shit without black folks. I'm telling you, and other minorities, you're not that good. You average people. Because you always got past. You look at Greg Abbott. He's an average dude. He's stupid. Donald Trump, look at him. Look at all of them. They stupid. They goofies. They don't create shit. Mind you, they want to get rid of all the Mexicans, right? Now they complaining. Oh, we thought the inner city was going to come. That's not smart. You didn't talk to black people about this or nothing. You just assumed that we was going to come because you think you're more superior than black people. That's how stupid y'all are. You just dumb. But like I said, I tell all the racists this. You don't really want a civil war. We will fuck y'all up. I know what y'all trying to do. Even in the military, I know what y'all trying to do. To all my black brothers and sisters and gay folks, even hide your gayness in that shit. Hide it. Because we gonna need y'all. Because like I said, they think they smarter than us, but they're not. They stupid. And like I said, you had to kill us. And like I said, the thing about America, you don't really want a civil war. Like that when Trump talking about we're gonna take over DC on the federal level. You know how that shit will turn out, you dumb motherfucker. Go ahead and play those games. Because we know you just gonna target black people. We know that. And then when you do that, then you start a civil war. You dumbass. You act like we ain't been here before. Our people ain't tell us what you motherfuckers are gonna plan to do to us. We know. Bring it, bitch. Go ahead and put that shit in and see what happens. Black people gonna ride. See, you keep thinking, oh, it's a DC thing, nigga. It's Maryland shit. We right next door. They our brothers. Play like that. We'll fuck DC up. The fuck wrong with you? We want you to do it. And black people, get out your little, some of you black niggas, stop being scary, nigga. I tell black people all the time, if you, nigga, you want to sit here, oh, you think, oh, we're just trying to make money. Well, you niggas, it ain't good money. So die for something. You goofy ass scary niggas. Some of you black niggas. Scary. Die for something real. Don't die for no fucking money. You don't die with money, nigga. You don't die with some shit that these white folks created. Nigga, your kid can still die in this fucking society. Do you understand that, you dumb, goofy motherfuckers? Stop being scary. Die for something. I'm waiting for Trump to pass a policy in D.C. Nigga, I'm riding, nigga. That's how that goes. I'm riding for that shit in D.C. Because of some white supremacists lying and shit. Or what happened. I don't give a fuck if it happened to him or not. He shouldn't have been his goofy ass out there. But he was protecting. Listen, if he was protecting somebody, I get that. I'll take that back. But I guarantee you he wasn't. How much y'all want to bet? I stand on that shit. Ain't nobody just beating this motherfucker up. And like I said, nobody beating white people up like that, that's racist like that, unless they send some racist shit. And that dude is a racist. Oh, young 19-year-old racist. Nigga, he supposed to get his ass whipped. Fuck out of here. Talking about his danger. Ain't nothing happening like that to nobody else. Other people that live in DC, ain't shit happening. And they politicians. Only time some real shit happening as far as politicians is under Trump. When he lied about elections. What the fuck are we talking about, people? We gonna believe this racist white dude and Trump? What the fuck are y'all talking about, man? We good, nigga. Like I said, play that shit, Trump. Go ahead and do that. I swear to you. I put money on this. Nigga, we'll fuck America up. Play with us. We're talking about you and bring the federal government. Play that way. In DC. Play like that. And see what happens. Because now you fucking with, see, they're all brothers. Play with them like that. And see, one thing about Maryland, nigga, we understand. You do that shit at DC, you gonna try to do it to us. So we know. You think black people stupid. Play with us like that, nigga. I'll be out on that front line. I guarantee you, y'all see me, bro. I guarantee you, I guarantee y'all. Let him pull that federal shit like that and see what happens. Go ahead, Trump. I want you to. Go ahead, bitch. I'll show you what's really real. And like, we scared of you motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. And all them brothers and sisters that sitting there in that military bullshit, you bitches better choose a side for you get killed. That's how we rolling. You think we give a fuck? You better ride with your people. This motherfucker is a fucking racist, bro. Talking about you gonna take over DC. I don't give a fuck. Hey, man. And y'all don't see this as racism. You don't see this as a problem. Anti-black. We don't even know what's true. We don't even know if this dude did anything wrong or he tried to help. But you see what the Trump administration did? Try to push it like he was helping. Okay. like I said, we don't know all the evidence. Why he got his ass whipped. Now, if he got his ass whipped the way he got his ass whipped, that like they trying to say, then I get it. But that don't mean that you're supposed to take over a fucking whole state. So I still have a problem with that. It's violence everywhere. Fuck you talking about? It's like that. Listen, matter of fact, let me let y'all hear this shit. That happened in Baltimore, right? That the motherfucker in Maryland thought this shit wasn't gonna happen to him. Right, mind you, he's not a motherfucker. He's not in the hood. He's in a white area at a bar where gay people are. But listen to this. I want y'all to hear this. And I keep trying to tell you, Trump supporters, it ain't gonna go like y'all think it's gonna go. You bitch ass motherfuckers. And you, and a part of where this shit happened was like deep down in the harbor of Baltimore City, where a lot of white people live, gay people, a lot of minorities live. Ain't where black people live like that, right? Because it's been segregated. But not segregated. I say, what's the word I'm looking for that? It's not a lot of black people there. I just put it that way. It's not a lot of black people where this shit happened. Right? We not even in that area like that. Right? So this shit happens to a white dude that provoked in a gay neighborhood. And then somehow he's the victim. First of all, let me just say this. I'm going to say this to anybody. You got a problem with somebody, nigga, you better be ready for war. If I got a problem with white supremacy, nigga, and I go in your neighborhood, nigga, I better be open to some bad shit get ready to happen to me. You stupid motherfuckers keep trying to live under this, my freedom of speech and all that other dumb shit that you do. That don't happen in certain neighborhoods, stupid son of a bitches. Okay? You dumb. I'm not going in no white supremacist neighborhood or is you know what? I'm protesting in a white racist neighborhood. I'm protesting and I don't expect nothing to come back because I'm just giving my freedom of speech. Really? You don't think nothing come back from that? As a black person, I don't think nothing. And you stupid racist ass white people, you don't think nothing coming back. You going to gay neighborhoods or black neighborhoods and talk this bullshit y'all talking about. You don't think nothing come from that because you think you protected. Okay, cool. You keep thinking that. And this is what happens, people. This is what happens when you think on that white supremacy bullshit. This is what happened. This is what happened in Baltimore. And I know exactly what this is. This is down in like Canton. Like, ain't no black people really down there like that. Like, they down the harbor, bro. Ain't nobody down there, bro. Ain't no black people really like that, bro. Down there. They ain't at no, this ain't happening in the hood. This is happening in the white, gay, where gay people feel comfortable and shit like that. But this motherfucker took his goofy ass down into a white, to a gay neighborhood that he thought this shit was okay to do. Listen to it.
Said that he was involved in another altercation last month, but this most recent altercation happened this past weekend outside of a bar where a queer community event was happening. I actually spoke with the owner and I obtained charging documents that detail what police say happened.
It's a bummer. It's just really unfortunate.
Edward O'Keefe is the owner of Peabody Heights Brewery. On Saturday, they were holding a queer community event when he says someone assaulted two people outside of the brewery.
Two people walked out down Vineyard Lane, just over here. And apparently,
let me say something to you. Right? They know the dude that did it already, right? They never put his pitch out or nothing. You know why? Because he white. That's why they ain't putting it out. This is in Baltimore City, bro. This is in Baltimore City. This is down in the harbor, bro. This is in Canton, where, listen, you got a lot of minorities are. Like gay people. They got their own little community. Like, they got shit down there. Right? Like, ain't nobody tripping off that shit. Even black people, we ain't tripping off that shit. Nigga, we actually be good when we roll down there like that. Ain't nobody tripping. Listen, and it's gay black people. Like that's what my thing is. Like, it ain't black people doing this shit. They don't put this motherfucker face out or nothing in the media. This is what's happening. They won't put this racist piece of shit, this bigot, out there like that. They won't put him out there. But I guarantee you, if he was a black man that did some shit to hurt another black person or a white person or any other minority, they put his face out. They ain't even putting his face out, people. They ain't even doing it. There's racist as shit down here, too, in Baltimore. I need y'all to really genuinely understand what I'm saying. Get the fuck out of here, bro. They ain't even put, listen, they put his name out there. Nigga, we still don't know what his face looked like. But I guarantee you, if a black man did anything close to that, Rob did anything, just rob a motherfucker, down there in their little town, they putting his face out. They'll let you know what he did. Like I told you, listen, I ain't got no beef with the gay community like that, but why y'all ain't putting his face out? Because he white. I know he white. I did the research. I know he white. But if a black man did this, you putting him out there like that. So the gay community got some bigotry and racism about them too. And they keep acting like only their people is white. Get the fuck out of here. Our people is black. I told you, there's a lot of even racism even in the gay community. Excuse me. The fuck out of here. They ain't even put his name out. Listen, people, they ain't show his face, people. They ain't show this white man's, because he a white man. He did it. Even the talk is different from this white person. He look Korean or whatever the fuck he is. He mixed with something. He's talking in a way of like, he did what he did, but let a black man do that. Let a black man be anti-gay. They will put that nigga face everything out there. That's why I told you, even the gay community got some racism in it. The fuck out of here, man. Please. Anyway, let's move on. This happened in my own city, bro. That's why I always be real about that shit. Motherfuckers sit there and like, oh, even the gay community, we all... No, nigga, no. The gay community, a lot of them are racist. A lot of them are racist against black gays and black people that's straight. They racist and bigoted them damn selves. Ain't no fucking way. Like, I done seen this shit before, bro. Like, there's no way that somehow, some way that this motherfucker face ain't out there. We don't know who he is. We know his name, but we don't see his face. But a black person do anything in Baltimore, not even close to that, just robbery, whatever. They know they put his face out there. Only time they don't put their face out there is they juveniles. That's it. Other than that, they don't put their face out there. I mean, they'll put their face out there. So I'm trying to tell y'all, man, even the gay community in Baltimore is, a lot of these motherfuckers are racist. The fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here. Let's move on.
On Saturday, they were holding a queer community event when he says someone assaulted 2 people outside of the brewery.
2 people walked out down Vineyard Lane, just over here, and apparently the gentleman, the person, maced 2 people.
According to charging documents, around 9:30 that night, someone called police saying that someone with a plastic baton was trying to beat him up near the brewery. At Able Avenue and 32nd Street, charging documents say that the officer later observed a male wearing all dark clothing and a boonie-style hat begin to run eastbound on 32nd Street. That man was later identified as Matthew Middleton. The officer approached and asked Middleton what was going on.
Matthew Middleton is a white dude. He's not black. He's not black. But they not showing his face. Nothing. But I guarantee you, if he was black, they would have showed it. But anyway, let's move on.
Middleton said that he had been chased. Soon after, several other people arrived, and someone told the officer that Middleton had pepper sprayed them and had a gun in his backpack. Middleton told officers that he had a pocket knife, pepper spray, and a launcher like a BB gun. According to charging documents, when asked why he had a BB gun, Middleton told officers, "I know these people threatened me before. I want to exercise my First Amendment right. Why should they be able to..."
First of all, you already know you're bigoted and racist, right? Because of what he's saying. This is my First Amendment right. Listen, let me say this. Ain't no black person that's going to no gay shit that's heterosexual doing that. We're not doing that. We ain't got no problem with the gay people like that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's not even in our thing to do. What we hating gay people for? Nigga, they in the, think about it. In Baltimore City, yes, in that area, niggas gay people there. Ain't no black people fucking with them. That's why I told y'all. I knew the motherfucker wasn't black. Excuse me. He wasn't black. I knew that before he even said his name. I knew he wasn't black. Baltimore niggas ain't fucking with them gay people like that, man. First of all, let me just be real about it. Everybody want to be real? I'll be real. Gay people are very aggressive down here. They try to holler at heterosexual men. And I also know some, I ain't saying all y'all, but it's some of y'all. They do that shit. But we still do not go at the gay people like that. Like, that ain't our thing, bro. Do y'all, man? I knew this was a racist ass white dude or a bigot. I knew it. But you listen, but like I said, they ain't even had to put his name or his face out. His face out there like that. Already knew he was a motherfucking white boy. Just like I said, ain't no black person that's coming down into a gay community and do none of the shit that he did. But I'm gonna tell you, listen to what he did though. That's how you know he a racist ass white boy.
Threatened me into silence. When asked what he had been doing, he said standing on a public sidewalk with a sign saying Trump Vance, Make America Great Again. Middleton claimed that a couple of people heckled him and grabbed his backpack.
Let me be very, very clear. Ain't no nigga Remember, I showed y'all some shit where a black dude rode around the hood, and that nigga got lucky because he'd have got his ass killed. Right? He did this shit broad daylight and shit like that. This dude did this shit at night. I knew he was white. He did it at night. Ain't no black person doing that, fucking around with no gay people like that. Why the fuck would we do that? Okay? It happened. Whatever, right? So now he said you'll hear it. He'll say, oh, they came after me because I did the Make America Great shit. Let me just say this. In that neighborhood, just in that neighborhood, you don't think you can get no pushback from the gay, because this is a gay neighborhood. You get no pushback from that? You don't think that you're going to do that. So you intentionally went there to get a fucking reaction from those gay people. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But like I said, be real gangster about it. Right? Go to a hood and in the black community and talk about Make America Great Again and see what happens. Listen, like I said, they probably kill that nigga. They'll kill him. You white motherfuckers think, and nigga, and they will get rid of your body. So you keep thinking that we on that bullshit that y'all on. You play with black people like that, but they play with them gay people and they whip his ass. They ain't play like that. I told you, all them gay people ain't soft like that, nigga. They whip your ass. And now you want to play victim? As you go in any neighborhood, talk about making America great again. Okay, cool. And that's what happened to your bitch ass. I have no problem with what they did to you. Shit, if they killed you, I wouldn't have a problem. Didn't wish it on you, don't want it. But if they'd have killed you, wouldn't have cared. You don't play around with people like that. But anyway, let's move on.
The victim told police that she had been walking with a friend when she, quote, saw a couple of people I guess kind of antagonizing him, but not really, end quote. She says that Middleton sprayed her and her friend and started running. Charging documents say that after she had been sprayed with the pepper spray, Mr. Middleton had pointed a black handgun toward other people who had been present. Police arrested Middleton for assault. O'Keefe said that he and others helped one of the victims.
Police came, they talked to us, and then the police talked to that individual as well, and then we just helped them get their eyes washed out.
You didn't understand what they were saying. They said the racist tried to tell the police that he was the victim, but he was the same motherfucker that embraced the people that he was trying to victimize. That's what racists do. They think they just go around. It's my civil right to. Okay. I keep trying to tell you, racists and you bigots. You go in certain areas, you're gonna get fucked up. You went into an area where you knew this motherfucker knew it was gay people at. What he didn't expect that those motherfucking gay people was gonna whip his ass. That's what he didn't realize. And I keep trying to tell you about you racist ass motherfuckers. You think, listen, I keep trying to tell y'all want to be racist and bigoted like that? Go to a black neighborhood and see how we'll fuck y'all up. We'll kill you bitches. Keep playing. Keep thinking everything is a game. Now y'all think a white supremacy. Okay, cool. Don't give a fuck about none of that. Come to a black neighborhood and do that. Make America great shit and see what happened. You went to a gay neighborhood and did that and you got your ass whipped. You got your ass whipped. And that's downtown Baltimore. But come on up. Come on up to, where the black people are and see what happened to you goofy motherfuckers. you will get killed playing with us. I keep trying to tell you, stupid motherfuckers, you keep playing. We ain't playing. Y'all playing. We not playing. And the gay community whipped your ass. And now you trying to play victim. No, bitch. You playing around with gay people, make America great, and see what look what happened to you. In the gay community, they beat the dog shit out of you. You had the Mesa, and then you ran like a bitch. The gay community had you running, but you thought you could be in the gay community talking about making America great again. Okay, and that's a gay community. Imagine a black community. Play with us. Come to the hood and see what happens. I don't want you to, but play with us like that and see what happens. We'll fuck your whole shit up. You stupid son of a bitches. You keep acting like we care about y'all. We don't. But if you come fuck with us, then see what happens. See what happens when you get to go fucking with the gay community in Baltimore. You see what happened to you. Now you want to play victim. Oh, they tried to attack me and shit like that. Nigga, please. No, you want to go fuck with them gay folks. That's why your bitch ass got charged. Because we knew, and the motherfuckers, prosecutors, they knew. You want to go fuck with them gay people. Them gay people ain't give a fuck about you. They didn't try to attack you for no reason. You had to go there and fuck with them. And then there's still racism. They don't even put your names out. You bitch ass motherfuckers. But, give me a second, people. All right, Will. Let's get it up.
I give him a beer and, just try to be as helpful as possible.
At one point, charging documents say the officer remembered Middleton from a previous altercation in early July along Greenmount Avenue. The officer asked Middleton why this keeps happening, and he replied that, quote, people keep attacking me in this town. Now, the owner of that brewery says that
means you ain't supposed to be here, bitch. Talking about people keep attacking you. No, that's bullshit. Nobody attacking you, bro. You going to where people that you feel that you can attack and you think ain't nothing gonna happen. Listen, he tried, people. He even tried with the black folks, and they whipped his ass and ran them out. He had an incident with black folks. And then he tried to go fuck with the gays. Like, nigga, like, okay, bro. Like I keep telling y'all, you racist ass bigots. You keep thinking that shit is gonna go the way y'all think it's gonna go. It's not. I know it's gonna happen to y'all. Seriously. Gay people ain't scared of y'all either. Y'all think that this, excuse me, y'all think gay people scared of y'all. Okay. Gay people gonna fuck y'all up. Man, listen, go fuck with them gays like that and see what happens. And like I said, even in Baltimore, nigga, them gays they don't play like that. We don't play with them gays like that, nigga. Them gay people, they don't play. You motherfuckers playing around with gay people. Go ahead and play with them in Baltimore and think that they suckers and they soft. Go ahead. I'm talking. Listen, the one thing about gay people, you gonna catch a whole a whole thing of minorities. They could be white, black, nigga. They will jump you, nigga. They will fuck you up in here. They from Baltimore. They different motherfuckers. They ain't scared of you motherfuckers like y'all think. I don't know why y'all think that about gay people in Baltimore. They will fuck you up. Nigga, we don't play around with them gay folks like that. In Baltimore, we don't play with them like that. And I don't know why you motherfucking sucker ass racists playing with gay folks. You'll see. Like I said, he's the motherfucker seen. But you notice they ain't never put that motherfucking name out that played with them gay folks like that. Because they don't want to put him out like that. Because you know what? Because if you put his name out like that, then his family name come out. And so now his family in danger. Because them gay people don't play like that down here. They not scared of motherfuckers. They from Baltimore, nigga. They can be gay, whatever, nigga. We good with them. But they don't play like that. All of a sudden now, nigga, oh, they did something to me. Yeah, all right. You play around with them gay folks. And them gay folks got in your ass. I told you about Baltimore motherfuckers. Even the gay people. They don't play like that. Telling you. You go fuck with them gay folks like that, they will fuck with you. They ain't fucking with nobody. They ain't playing around with nobody. They ain't trying to hurt nobody. It's nothing like that. It's them racists and them bigots coming around fucking with them gay folks. Leave them alone, bro. Leave them niggas, leave them Baltimore gay folks alone. He got his ass whipped. Now he want to play victim. He Mason. Oh, they jumped on me. Yeah, whatever, man. Don't play around with gay folks like that. They will whip your ass. I'm telling you. Especially Baltimore gay people. They ain't scared of nobody, bro. I'm telling you.
This has kind of been a pattern that he's actually been outside of that brewery before. He told me that he is working to reinforce security of that event. Reporting live in front of Baltimore City Police.
Yeah, this is all bullshit. Like I said, they covering for the white supremacists in the state, in the city. They covering for them. There's no way you don't know who the fuck this motherfucker is. They don't put his name and his picture out there. They put his name out, but they don't put his picture out. Get the fuck out of here. You know who he is. But it's the gay folks. And so that's how they doing. But like I said, them gay folks told him, nigga, you come back down here, we're going to fuck you up again. And play with gay people like that. Like, go ahead. Go ahead and play with them. Like I said, it's all good till you start fucking with some motherfuckers that's about that life. They Baltimore gay people. They don't play like that, nigga. They gangster. Play with them like that. Go play with them gay motherfuckers like that. And see that motherfucker play with them gay black folks. I mean, them gay people like that. And they want white. A lot of the motherfuckers that whipped his ass, that dude ass, and he sprayed with pepper spray, they was white. They don't play like that, nigga. They got their own community. Nigga, they will protect each other. You playing with them motherfuckers like, don't play with them like that, man. Leave them alone, bro. But these racists, they don't understand that. Motherfucker, how you come down and go to a neighborhood and say, oh, I just want to put my flag up by making America great again. Okay. In Baltimore City, you thought that. In the harbor, you think that. You think we fuck with Trump like that? Really? That's what you thought? Because you do? Okay, cool. Now see, you got a rude awakening. Black people don't fuck with Trump in Baltimore. You just a stupid nigga. Listen, nigga, I ride past every day when I go to work in a certain part where I go at. And them motherfuckers keeps having a Trump van shit, make America great shit. I ain't mad about it. I don't give a fuck about it. But if they try to push that shit and try to come to the neighborhood try to push that shit on me, nigga, it'll be a problem. I'll fuck their ass up. But I ain't mad at them. I don't give a fuck how you feel, you racist pieces of shit. I don't care. I won't give a fuck about you. They keep thinking that we care about them. We don't care. Just don't fuck with us. You a bunch of racists, and we stand on that. And I would never hang out with you. See, they mad because somehow we won't acknowledge them. I'm not acknowledging no fucking racism, man. You're not like that. I'll beat the dog shit out you playing with me. That's how that goes. But anyway, people, leave your comments. Hit your like button. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love. Oh shit, there it is. Peace and love to the world.